President Jason Rotman, along with Bianco Research President Jim Bianco. Jim, you know, last month was a pretty good month when it comes to jobs, but I would still argue you need to be in the vicinity of 300, 400,000. You know, if you want to actually start to see some meaningful growth, because let's not forget just the population that's coming into the workforce every month. You got to keep up with population growth, and then if you actually want real economic growth, you got to add another 100,000 on top of that. What say you?
Well, most economists would disagree. They think it's more like 100, 150, but I'm with you. It has to be much greater than that, because the biggest problem with the job numbers right now is the low participation rate. We have to get people that are on the sidelines to want to come back into the workforce. It's not just enough to grow the workforce enough so that people that want jobs can get them. We've got to bring everybody else back in, and I still think you're right. We need to see 300, 400,000 numbers in order to really start moving the economy, and we'd have something better than just 1.2% growth.
You know, Jason, and so when you look at the unemployment rate, it's actually pretty misleading, because people say, oh, wow, the unemployment's going down, that's going to be a good thing. But when you're actually witnessing a real recovery, what you often tend to see is the unemployment rate creep higher. And the reason for that is more people are engaged. People are getting off the sidelines, and they're saying, okay, I want to go back to work. And so there's this interim period where things maybe don't look so good, but they start to get better. I mean, we're looking at a low unemployment rate here, but that may be just in part because so many people have just given up.
Well, a couple points. Number one, and I think I'm actually going to skip number two. Number one, which is in my mind the most important point, really, is that you have to look at the end result of employment, not just the number. So in my mind, the end result is retail sales, consumer spending, et cetera, et cetera. Those numbers really haven't dropped off materially. So yes, the dynamics of automation, robots doing jobs, that is there, but the economy is still chugging along quite fine, even in light of that.
I don't know if the economy is chugging along quite fine. I mean, I look at, 1-2% growth, and Jim Bianco, I'm sorry, it's just not enough. It's not enough given where we have been. I mean, any other time in history when you've gone through what we went through as a nation, I'm talking '08, we should have bounced back with a much higher rate, and yet we're still not there.
You know, there's an economist at UCLA from many years ago, Victor Zarnowitz, and had the Zarnowitz rule that said the harder the economy falls, the stronger it will bounce back. Yeah. And that has not worked the last couple of cycles, especially this cycle.
All right, so perhaps some more challenging times ahead. I'm sorry I'm coming up against a hard break, but it is great to see you guys. Jason and Jim, thanks so much. We're back with more intel.